So it was Turkey and it was al-Nusra that launched the attack. Now let's go back. This is Syria before the war. And of course, many of you know Syria and love Syria. And interesting thing about Syria is that before the war began, President Assad, Bashar al-Assad, had taken over. He had the reputation as a reformer. He was going to further increase citizen participation. He was going to root out corruption. And he made a really fine start on doing all of the things that he had planned. He was very excited. He and his wife, they just were excited about the opportunity to make Syria a great nation. At that time, Syria had the greatest women's rights and the greatest religious freedom of any nation in the Arab world. And we're always talking about, oh, you know, we're going to spread democracy, we're going to do this. Baloney. Baloney. Absolutely no truth to it. And so we took a country that was at peace. I have been told that Syria was ranked among the 5 safest nations on earth. Okay, I see a lot of heads nodding. And you think of the 5 safest nations. Switzerland, places like this, incredible. Just incredible. So it was a wonderful country. And now, the next thing that happens is the Syrian War Countdown. Now, again, I love timelines because they tell you so much about the truth. 2011, remember, 2011 is when the war broke out. So where do I start my countdown? In 2001. 2001. In 2001, the Pentagon was ordered to begin planning to topple the government of Syria. Now, this is unquestioned. You can easily go on Google and you can look up General Wesley Clark, who was the Supreme Allied Commander, NATO, which is the top U.S. general outside of the Pentagon. And he openly says, after 9/11, he said, I saw the Secretary of Defense, and then I went down to the war room, and I talked with one of the generals there, and in a couple of conversations, the general told him, he says, this is amazing. He said, we've got orders down from up above, talking about the Secretary of Defense, we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years. These are neutral, non-belligerent countries, clearly a war of aggression, illegal under the laws of war, and it is absolutely documented, unquestioned. You can't question General Wesley Clark on that particular issue. Okay, so that takes place. Now, the next thing that comes up, in 2006, the U.S. Embassy issues a communique, and the communique